So today we're making a production line of golems to beat a bunch of enemies. We got a few to pick from down here, like Pila, which is a ball, and also Boston Dynamics dog. And we can give them a couple of modifiers over here, like this life transformer adds a stack of life element. We just stack that right over here, and then we have to connect a couple of nodes to each other to create a production line. They go through on the top and we connect on the bottom and we are set. Although I do like the sound of this one, so we're gonna hold on to it and start the defense. So they take a little bit to develop, and then once they do, they get thrown on the line. Both of them on the same line, I guess, but they both pass through a life element here, and now they both have life attached to them. We're giving golems life, and there they go. One just floats, and another hops along the path, right past the thing that didn't go away. But the reason they're doing that is because we have a couple of weird, like, shadow enemies coming in here. I guess it's Morbin time for these enemies, but each of our golems attacks once, and then that's about all they can do. Oh, but this guy actually hit 2 enemies there, so that's a nice added bonus. And also, every time one of these golems get made, we get a little bit of life currency over here. So once the last enemy is down, then we resume production again, so we can upgrade. And there's one right here that looks like a ATST, honestly, but that costs 25, and we can't quite afford that. But what we can do is afford 2 more of these that we already have, so we get even more golems passing through, and we can change these to be different than these ones. And I guess they already are different because those 2 are going on the bottom path. And because they're not getting any life juice, they are just normal. But it shouldn't matter too much because they both can defend pretty much the same. We're almost beating them back to the edge of the screen. It's crazy. And there, the last enemy goes down. Now we have a couple of different enemies coming in here, but we actually have 50 coins now. So now we can afford one of these. So it has 1 input and 2 outputs. Although we also can afford one of these. This would be good for the bottom path to go through. Now, how do we get this in here? Probably connect to the beginning like that, and then can we have 2 inputs on one thing? It looks like we can't. But this is a complete system, so it should work. Now we're adding a level to the golems on the top route. So they pass in here, and then they both got put out, and they're level 2. And then the level 2 golems get a nice little life element. So that should mean we're getting 2 life points per thing. Never mind, that's not what it means at all. But now that our life golems are level 2, they can actually attack twice. And we're starting to get a little bit of ice element from our golems. So the orb fires 1 blast, waits a little bit, and then fires a second one, so we're able to keep up with all the more enemies coming in here. We're doing pretty well, but we are pretty much at the limit of our system because we can't get any more golems in here or many more of these modules, at least until we upgrade so we can get more mold slots and catalysts and the core speed increases. So now we actually have another input over here. Although I would like some different golems than this, but these are the ones that we start with. We can re-roll the ones over here to maybe get something good. More level bonuses. I think we can work with this. Oh, but that costs more. We'll hold on to it. And now because we have a 3rd input, we need to make sure that's connected. But can we set up like this now? I don't think that works that way because we need all of these inputs to be active, even the ones we're not using. I guess it can work that way. We just end up having some normal ones, some ice ones, and some life ones. I like our other setup better. Oh, but now we got some new enemy types coming in here, some flying ones. And it looks like their health bar is a little bit larger. So it's a good thing we have golems that can attack twice. I'm sorry, did you just drop something? Oh, they're spawning babies. That is just gross. But there isn't very many of them, so our golems are still able to keep up. But we definitely need to scale our operation upward to keep up with them. Now we got 3 types coming in here. Okay, now's the time to buy this big boy here, this Tormenti, which actually has 2 different molds here. And it's a good thing we have this because now that's actually relevant. So on our middle path here with the ice golems, if we pass them through this catalyst right here, then the glyphs that represent them rotate. It gets a little confusing without seeing it, so we're just gonna speed through this, try to connect this in a good way, and having this pass through like this, and then the bottom ones can be normal. It is very awkward trying to get this all to look pretty. But let's use our reroll this wave and see if there's anything worth keeping. What is this? Adds a stack of crystal element. Oh, sure. Okay, so our system is looking good. Our metal things are gonna rotate. And now that it's actually going, I can explain it properly. So first they pass through. Each of them get a level, but you go straight to the battlefield. And then they get ice element. Those ones are going to the battlefield. And now all of their stuff is gonna rotate. So instead of being ice and the normal ones that we had, they're something entirely new. Look at this, we got a little flyer and a little spider boy. And there's our ATSTs rolling out there. And also, our new ones are no longer ice, they're fire. Whoa, I didn't realize this was artillery. Wow. And there are certainly a lot more enemies, so it's a good thing we do have so many more. And I guess this guy attacks twice just by default. So him having more levels would certainly be better. But it would be nice if his attacks, you know, hit more than one enemy at a time, being artillery as he is. But we're still doing okay. We beat everybody and they didn't even make it halfway. And now that we discover new types of golems, we can actually use these or incorporate them into the mold basically. So now we have an income of life, ice, and fire. Too bad there isn't wind in any of this, but the crystal is gonna be a good one for our bottom path regardless. So now we have an income of all the elements over here. Now I do wonder if we can stack 2 elements on things. Why don't we lock this, reroll, ooh, another rotation and level up. Plus we have those 2 over here. Oh, but we're actually maxed out on catalysts, so we need more money. Let's just hold on to both of those because I know we're gonna use them. So now our giant artillery units have a bit of crystal to them. Oh, I also didn't realize that we were actually given the fire guys 3 levels here because this one actually adds a level also. Whoa, and good timing too. We got some chunguses coming in here, although they don't have legs. But the artillery should be fine. They actually have a bit of pink health to them. Immune to knockback. Oh, that is a problem. Good thing we can do damage. Hopefully a lot of damage. We are getting through them. Okay, it's not so bad when there's so few of them. So we have that going for us. And thankfully, we can upgrade our stuff again to get 1 more mold here and 2 more catalysts. So what we could do is buy another Tormenty here, which is gonna go on the bottom path. And then we sadly don't have enough for this one here, but we do have fire. But I do want to reorganize this a little bit because I want our golems to get ice first before getting level ups and then turning into fire or going straight to battle. But man, this is a lot of congestion. And we just have 1, spawns 4 Morbus on death. Okay, so I think that's a new enemy, but if there's only 4 of them, then that can't be too bad, right? Oh wait, it spawns 4 Morbus on death. So how many are there? Kinda worried, but at least we got a lot going for us here as far as defensive things. Couple of chicken walkers, couple of orbs we can ponder, a little skittery boy. Oh, and speaking of skittery boys, those are actually just sluggy boys. And they have a lot of health, oh my goodness. But at least they're not immune to knockback. And our artillery does so much damage. Oh, and there's the first couple of Morbus, but they are even weaker than the things carrying them, so we don't really have a lot to worry about. This is working so nicely. Kind of impressed. All right, now we can afford, oh wait, hold on. We can actually afford to upgrade our catalyst shop. I think we're overdue for this. Let's unlock this, upgrade, and now we got new things, including rotating and adding 3 levels. Wow, we gotta save up for this. There's also these things that convert 3 levels into the impedum glyph, which to be honest, I don't know what those mean, but I know what I'm saving up money for. And I think that would be good for our chicken walkers here, just to see what they do. Which I kind of love the implication of that the only normal animals in Star Wars are chickens, and that's their point of reference for the ATSTs. Okay, so maybe the artillery actually can hit a few units at once. But also, those bats flying are a lot faster than anything else. So they're actually making it quite a bit further. But at least we have a whole armada of golems back here that can attack them. Oh, are they immune to something? Hold on. Let me look at you. Let me get a good look at you. Reduces golem damage by 1. Well, that's annoying, but at least we're still able to do damage. I also kind of just realized that we're not getting ice anymore. I thought we were adding 2 outputs here. Adds 1 level to each output. So why are they only taking the top one? I'm not sure, but now we have another rotation and upgrade thing here. So let's put our Tormentees through a little torment. Ooh, but here's something that we can do. Converts life into crystal for each output. Not sure we really need to do that. Let's re-roll. Convert crystal into ice. Wait, converts ice into crystal. I think this is backwards, but now I am kind of curious. What if they pass through ice twice before going? I'm feeling pretty comfortable about things, so it's time to experiment. All right, so they go into the ice like this, and then up. Oh, and they actually get 2 ice. What? So we can boost the elements even further. Oh, this is amazing. Ooh, hold on, wow. We just got flying units, and better than these flying units, or those flying units. Maximum target 7, and they have 4 attacks. And it's a good thing. Look at all these enemies. Good thing we have units that can hit multiple enemies at once. Oh my goodness. But now we're just doing airstrikes here with hovercraft. That is amazing. That just took out so many enemies. Wow. Oh, I love this. And now we can start with that unit too. That's actually not a bad idea because we have some Tormenties here. Why don't we sell this one? Oh, I totally forgot. We could upgrade these things. But whatever, we buy those and okay, we have a lot of money. Let's just start these all at level 2. And since these guys, oh wait, we're out of catalyst here. Oh, we need more money. Well, fine, let's just get everything to level 3. At least as much as we can. Mostly helping the starter ones because these guys are fine. They get 3 levels when they pass through, which I think we might actually see a different unit here because these guys are gonna rotate counterclockwise 1 more, unless, are they? I think they might just be trading places. Oh, we actually do have a new unit. Hold on, let me look at you. A Simia, power 5, max targets 2 with 5 attacks. I kind of feel bad for the enemies now. There's a better look at him without a hovercraft flying in front of his face. So we got flying units that should be able to keep up with the flying units, even if they are reducing damage. And oh my gosh, that was the Simia? Wow, he just punched the ground and knocked everybody back. Oh my goodness. And we are back to beating them to the edge of the screen. That was just too good. Okay, so there's a Simia that starts up and right, or left, I mean. And these guys are down and right. So if they're rotating counterclockwise, then, okay, that tracks. So there's only one more type down here that we haven't seen, which is left and down. But we need a lot more money to expand our slots here. And what do we have here? Rotates only the elements by 1/4 clockwise and adds 2 levels. Ooh, it would be good to pass everything through that. But for right now, let's keep leveling up our units. 3 is a good stopping point, I think. And now I kind of want to see what the crystal becomes when it rotates, or we should be able to. I think it becomes fire, so we can just get more fire that I still don't really know what to do with. But I think I do want to trade out one of these ice ones for this element rotator that can be right at the end. And we should be able to pass through 2 inputs to the end. So there's only 2 strands that go to the output, but all the inputs are accounted for, so it works. And this also looks a lot more orderly, which is a bonus. So we should be set. Man, having the big guys start at level 3 and they get 3 more levels is just insane. Okay, but now we got things that pass through the element converter here where only the elements rotate, so that's better. And they just got even more levels. I thought that was gonna upgrade the elements, not the actual golems. These guys are level 7. I'm sorry, they're level 8. Oh man, this is starting to turn into bullying. They are just hitting an absolute wall here with how much they have to get through. Oh, I guess these guys actually do have crystal element to them because they have a pink outline. So does that mean they take less damage or more from the crystals? I'm not really sure how this works out, but it's working out in our favor, so I can't complain. Ooh, and there's a better ice component, or compositor. That's a worthwhile upgrade. Still not really sure how these work, but this is just an insane amount of good that we're getting here. I feel like even these guys that are immune to knockback are just not really gonna get very far. Oh, I guess the knockback only happens if they take damage because these guys fly pretty far and our starting golems are not keeping up here against them. I guess they can handle the ground troops pretty well, but it doesn't help when the flying ones absorb all the damage and take none for it. But the good news is there are plenty of crits going out here too, and they can't block that damage. They just get cleared out. But we're still 50 shy of getting another mold slot here. Is there any other nodes that we can take? Counterclockwise in 3 levels. I think that's a worthy replacement for this. Oh, I just realized that disconnected it. I right-clicked there. No problem. And then one more. See, we do have these element converters, but I don't think they're really necessary. So now we are going to have level 8 golems and level 9 golems. We are getting some pretty strong boys here. I also love that a golem is literally just a hovercraft. Ooh, we got some giant crystal enemies here that are immune to knockback. Ooh, this might be a little rough. At least until the cavalry shows up. That was a 26 crit, or was it? It's kind of adding up all the damage. They're still moving, but wait. If our golems can't hit them, they just keep marching. All right then, let me know what you find over there, buddies. More power to you. We actually got one to clear the screen because Sure, but now we actually can get another mold slot here, but only one, and the next one costs 1,600? That is insane. And we need to figure out how to fit all of these mods in here now. And we can't even afford this, but I want it. We can afford this though. Get some fire golems at the bottom, but we're not even using this last little slot here. I guess we could get the last big guy in there, and then maybe, oh, we can't even level him up. All right, one basic golem enters the battlefield, but we're actually over halfway done with the waves here. And because the normal golems have the least amount of mods to pass through, they're out to the battlefield first. Whoa, what are you? An Umbra can only take up to 12 damage at a time. Well, that's okay. All of our guys just do single digit damage anyway. Also, only 12 damage is hilarious. And it seems like they only get knocked back by big bursts of damage, not the single digit ones that we're seeing here. And by single digit, I mean one. They don't get knocked back from one damage, but thankfully there isn't very many of them, and we just have an entire wall here of golems. So there really wasn't any more to that. There we go. Now we can get the rotation and then more levels on this guy. And also, you know, get him up to speed with the rest of his buddies. And actually, we could give him an element as well. So yes, we'll do that. We don't need no boring golems around here. But man, it is really awkward to try and orient these things because you don't really get a lot of space, and there's not like any like hold on to this area to do this. But I think we have everything going how we wanted to. So the simias get a little bit of ice. All of that gets rotated to more fire and level 6. So now we, whoa, hold on. We got big ol' hornet things. Oh my goodness, and we got big ol' enemies coming in here too. Some gulas. Spawns Pudor on death? Okay then. They might be immune to knockback, or we just need a lot of damage to make it happen. Okay, we just need a lot of damage to make it happen. But it looks like the simias are excelling at knockback. So that's good news. Oh, and they spawn the slugs when they die. So we got triple decker enemies here. But when they're down to all the normal ones, they just get obliterated en masse. Oh, I love this so much. And now we have the Atlas, which I think rotates into these guys? Oh no, they're down and left, so they rotate into left and up. Oh no, they're rotating counterclockwise, so they rotate to down and right. So it is these. Oh, interesting. Converts one stack of life element into 4 levels. That would be something good to tack into the same chain as this one, but we would need to give up something for that to happen. I think I would rather boost something with more levels, like this one. Sell that, put it in there, easy. But man, this converts it into, oh, I see how this works. It's like if we took this guy and then he would just become an upward glyph, which is one of these, and that would give them 8 levels in exchange. That is wild. See, I'm learning. But man, we really do not have a lot of space for any more modules here. I also didn't really see what was coming up, but I think we got it under control. Just some slugs like this. And to be honest, if I saw the names, I'm not sure I would be able to identify them, but they also have a lot more health than they used to. I think that might come from them being crystal. And I did find a reference over here, but I have no idea what does better for other things. The good news is we are beating them, even if they don't get knocked back like they used to. And then here's a different thing of that. Converts 3 levels into the Tellum glyph. We are giving them really high levels here. So this bottom guy, we could give him, let's see, Tellum is the right, and they start up and left. Man, trying to visualize this. So they would become down and left, and then they get a right. So that would be 3 glyphs there. That's gotta be something new, right? But what do we give up in exchange? Maybe the ice. We don't need any more of these. So they get 3 levels, and then they'll convert 3 of those levels into a new glyph like this. Oh wait, it actually has 2 inputs. Ooh, we could have a lot of things running through there. If we put these top 2 through here, or these, you know, bomb 2, so all the big boys, and then all of those get routed through and convert things. Oh man, this is gonna be insane. But do they need to be a higher level? This is before all the conversion stuff. I think we gotta reorganize a little bit more because they need the extra levels first, and then they can get crystal. Sure, this might work. I think we're about to see a couple of new golems here as we go into wave 17. All right, so they go down, they rotate, and then they get 3 more levels, so they're level 6, and then 3 of those levels get converted to a new glyph. Oh yes, we got 3 glyphs on a single golem. But also some of them already had that, so that's a bit wasted, but we should see something new in a little bit. And, oh, whoa! We just made a dinosaur golem and a scorpion looking thing. Wow! Oh, this is awesome! Oh my gosh, but they are so slow, and I think we just lost the simians that we had for knockback. But oh my gosh, there's more of them. And they get 5 attacks with a power of 8? Whoa, he just threw his neck out there. Look at, oh no, he's not swinging his neck. He's firing a laser from his mouth. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it took them a little bit to get there, but now they're just cruising. Oh man, you are not stopping this migration. That was a beautiful thing there. And now we can start with them. Oh man, can we give these guys the 3 and then we can get 4 glyphs on a golem? I don't know if we have enough money to fund this. Oh, interesting. A glyph cutter separates glyphs and conserves level. So this would be good if we wanted to really lean into the numbers game. Oh, I really want to buy one of these. So trying to think about this. If we rotate them counterclockwise, which one do we take to get, I think we take this one to get 4 glyphs on one of them. So which one do we give up? Maybe the simia because it's by itself? Sure, that'll be a good one. And thankfully it costs just as much to upgrade it. Actually a little bit more, but we can still afford it. And maybe we should just upgrade all of these a little bit more, including the new one, the Bellum. Oh man, this is gonna go crazy. What golem are we gonna get with 4 glyphs? There those go in. They rotate. There, oh yeah, you take a lot longer to spawn. Should have figured that, but there it is. 4 glyphs on a single golem. And it still has 4 levels to it. Oh, this is gonna go crazy. This is the ultimate golem right here. Whoa, there he is. There's the big guy, the Deus. Oh, what a thing of beauty. Got a real iron giant walking through this, but they are still faster than the Bellums, which is kind of crazy. Now, what are you gonna do? A big ol' stomp? Is that it? Oh, he's got multiple attacks. Whoa. He's getting just grand slam too? Wow, and this is just one of them. He's also not going away. He is not going away. Okay, now he went away. After 5 attacks. Wow, that is so much damage. And now we can start with him. We can just start with this guy. But we also can't afford it right now, so never mind. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. I need more of it. Let's just level up the Bellum as much as possible so that the Deus has as much levels as possible. As much, as many. This is gonna go absolutely crazy. A Deus with 8 levels. Oh, and it's a good thing too. That is creepy. Can only take up to 8 damage at a time, spawns 8 Nvidia upon death. Like some 5090s? I'll take one of those. But only 8 damage at a time and they still get knockback? Our Deuses are just gonna dominate. Oh, there they go. And yeah, after that, they just get decimated. And he can still hit so many enemies at once. They're not getting through this. At least they better not. Oh yeah, no, once they drop down to the bats, they are just done for. I don't even know if our dinosaurs are doing anything, but I love the way they look. And we have the chance to convert 3 levels into the left-facing glyph. So does that mean that we have a chance to get even more Deuses? That might be something that's good for the top path here because this level splitter, I don't fully understand. So why don't we sell this, move you all the way to the front here if we can. I guess we can't. Oh no, does that mean we can't fit this in here? Oh wait, there we go. So there's that, but there is a second input here. So we could do more conversion. Can we have this loop around to this right here? Oh my gosh, we can. We can just loop everything through the element converter. And that is legit. That is legit. I don't know what's gonna pop out of that, but I really wanna see it. Although I guess this is just the basic level one, so we are getting up and left, which I think is something that we've seen before. Oh, it's the simias. Okay, good. Those guys are really good at knockback. Whoa. Now they have some tall things that still don't have legs. They're just walking on spatulas there. But what are these? Decidias. They're immune to knockback. Reduces damage? Critical damage reduced? And they spawn Umbras on death? How are they gonna be immune to knockback? Oh my gosh, this is concerning. Our Deuses better live up to task. I think they do. They do a lot of damage. Oh, there's the first one down, and there's the second one down. Okay, once they're done with that, I think we're okay. But my goodness, they're making it further than the others. So it's a good thing we have all these Deuses. Are they even worth that much money? I don't know, but we're keeping up. That's what matters. Whoa, that got me concerned a little bit there, but we did it. Hold on, Sistema, when did we get one of these? That must have been from these guys passing through the transformer. Sure, we'll go with that because I don't really know otherwise, but we need these starter guys leveled up if they're just gonna go straight to dropping some levels. I don't even know what these things do, but I guess we'll see them again. I was more so focused on the, you know, giant walking shadow things. First we had Iron Giant, now Shadow of the Colossus sort of things. Still not really sure where those are appearing though. Oh, there they are. And we have a whole bunch of different elements going on, which I'm pretty sure is helping. Or we just, you know, have a bunch of raw damage from the Deuses. So they make it kind of far, but they also get knocked back insanely far too. Oh, I just love these things marching across the field. No, not you. You. It's a thing of beauty. But let's just make sure they are even higher leveled as we are getting into wave 22. Really worried about what the last wave is gonna be, and we have not been saving up to get this final mold slot here, but hopefully we don't need it. I would more so just want more catalysts, but we're still just running out of space on there. Okay, you're in front. I should be able to see what you do. No, you're a Simia. You. Sistema. With a lot of attacks and some pretty good crit chance. I mean, really, we just gotta hold the line until the Deuses show up. That's pretty much it. We are also just collecting so much elemental stuff over here that, I'll be honest, don't know what it does over here. Okay, that is certainly a lot of small enemies right there that are not getting knocked back like they used to, but at least we have all of the golems attacking. I cannot even tell how many there are. Oh gosh, they're actually getting pretty far back in the line. But thankfully the dinosaurs can knock them back. But now we're starting to see some more golems just advance and, oh, we got them. Good. Do we trade out one of these things finally? You have all three except the up. Is there a catalyst over here where we can add the up? It doesn't seem like it. If we have one of these except a clockwise rotation, then we could get more Deuses, but them going through on this path here would make more Deuses. So let's trade out this guy here, sell him, put you right there. It is gonna take longer to make you, but you're on the second path here, so that should make more Deuses, and we just gotta make sure you're leveled up a lot. Oh, this thing that I kept putting away. This is where we upgrade the things. Oh, but I guess we can't upgrade these because demo. But sure, more max targets. Oh, it locks the upgrade path. Lotuses, we have those, right? We have you, the flying boys here. Every attack slows on hit? Absolutely, because we have those big things. Now I see where we spend all the currency. And then we got the ships, which applies slow and vulnerability. And yes, I knew it! We have two different elemental Deuses here. And what else can we upgrade? The weird cobra head looking things. Half power, but more max targets and greater attack speed. Nah, we don't need to worry about that. Life. And actually, we got through those no problem. Really glad I found those before we finished up here. I'm feeling a lot better going into things now. Oh man, but we got so many more types, including more Decidias. And maybe it's about time we upgraded this Tormenti to keep up with everybody else. But I guess we could only afford one of those upgrades per thing that we did, so it's a good thing that we saved them, even if it was maybe accidental. Don't worry about it. But man, just look at these two marching. But we do have quite a few of the guys showing up that are immune to knockback, so hopefully they go down quickly. We have a lot of debuffs being applied now, which is good, and the Decidias are making it kind of far. I don't even know who else is in there. Oh man, but they're making it past Deuses. There's one down, two down, and three down. Yes! It's easy pickings from here. It'd be kind of hilarious if they got knocked back enough so that these guys marching past could actually fight them again. But we did it. All right. This is the last wave. We have Inanus and Luxuria. You're the weird specter-looking things, I think. I have no idea what you are. Is it too late now to make another Bellum so we just get more Deuses? Which of these is making the Bellums? I think it's you, so we can trade you out, and then this should mean more Deuses. We can't upgrade it quite as far as the others, but we can give the Simias more chance to stun. I think that's all we can do going into the final wave here. Oh man, we're just gonna have 3 different sources of Deuses, but I have no idea what that other thing was. It's bad enough the names are weird that I'm worried that I'm seeing something new all of a sudden. Oh, is it just a ton of those little things? That's literally all it is. That's literally all it is, and then more of these. What was I worried about? I mean, to be fair, they are kind of chunky, but we also have just a lot of big boys. But oh my gosh, that is so many of them. So it's a good thing we have 3 different sources of deuses. We're actually pushing the line back. Hopefully that keeps up while we're fighting the, you know, luxurias here. Oh, they actually got stunned. Yes, keep that up and just keep ground pounding them. Oh man, this is actually working. This is actually working. We just have a colossal army of golems here. They are not making it past. Wow. Oh, that was beautiful, we did it! Wave 25 cleared, and there's even more in the full game. So if you guys do want to see more of Golemworks when this releases, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern.